Howdy everybody, this is Tansuke. Thank you all for coming tonight. Last week we did a few Nightmare Weeklies. We tried to do Soraka for as many as we could. Ultimately she kind of fell short and when we got to Inevitability. But it is another week. We've got another batch of weeklies and I'd like to clear them on stream. So whoever wants to come in and watch, I appreciate you very much. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, Wanderer's Benediction. The foe gets 200 chimes in their deck. This means they're going to get pretty tall, pretty fast. Cage Match is a pretty strong combination because it means they're going to get more value out of their chimes. The foe's Nexus can't drop below 1 health until round 5, and the Standard Deadly. Now, normally with something like Cage Match, I would like to use Fiddlesticks, but I showed them off last week, so we'll try something else here. And Wanderer's Benediction wants a little bit of control. And someone I hadn't shown would have been Morgana, but I don't want this to take 5 hours. So I'm instead going to go with someone else. Let's show off Swain. So, Swain, I'm sure many people are aware, he's one of the strongest champions in the game for a reason. His main star power of Crush the Weak increases the damage skills and spells do for the first 3 by 1 damage for every 5 health, and this really lets you close out matches by being very strong. This also pairs well with his Star of Discovery, Pyromantic Wake, will be on all the spells you acquire in the adventure. And the big thing that happens with this is that this also increases the damage from Crush the Weak. So this makes some cards do crazy high damage to the Nexus. Especially if you get stuff like the Sigil that doubles the damage, you get Warning Shot, you get Stylish Shot, those can become insane. And his 6-star just helps let his 3-star scale to deal with all enemies instead of just one. When you damage an enemy with a spell or skill, deal the same damage to all other enemies as well, and that's very strong. There's also Raiding Party, which is, I think, nice little touch in here. When you damage the enemy Nexus, grant the top ally in your deck +1/+1. This helps you let you get a couple big, tall units. So what build am I going to be running here? I run Swain's Raven Army. This is his signature relic, and it's very good on him. Drains 5 from the enemy Nexus, so you get some free regeneration. It's Swain, so you get extra spell mana, and it goes ahead and activates 2 different things. One, make sure your 3-star will give you at least +1 power on all your spells. And Pack Powder can activate, so if you draw Swain on your first turn, you can play him. Now, what wraps up this build is Shock and Awe, which will let me make any 1 cost into a skill to deal 1 damage, which really lets me use that 3-star. So, something like this would be very scary for a lot of people, but I feel like Swain won't struggle too much. So, let's go ahead and go. Alright. So we can grab our first power here. We're looking for... Oh wow, these are both excellent. Let's go for... will I be creating a lot of cards? Not really. Let's go for the Grander Plus. Free stats and the keywords are always appreciated. So the big thing about the Chimes power is that all their cards in their hand are going to start getting benefits of Chimes early on. And, let's see, for example, he's got 27 cards. He's averaging 10 chimes a card, basically. Almost. And it's going to split across the cards in his hand. And as the rounds go by, some of it will go to each of them. And eventually, like, cards he didn't play will have a lot of power on them and become very powerful. Now, it's the first battle, so we always start with Swain in hand. Very cool. We can use Death's Hand to target the units. Now, his power, his 6-star, actually goes through Spell Shield, so we'll get a nice little benefit here of hitting everybody. And we can immediately level them up. There's kind of the scary part already, is that, look at these 2 units. These are Cythrias, and they're already super strong. Now, I actually don't even have a spell, so I'm in a little bit of danger until next turn. There we go. So we'll play the Enraged Fire Spitter. This will go ahead and kill one of their units. still very much in danger. That's okay, because his 2-star makes it so that every time a unit dies, you deal 1 damage to the enemy nexus. Combines with Swain on the board so that you end up with a lot of power. Okay. Luckily, I've got this Ravenous Flock and my Legion Saboteur, so this is practically enough to end the game. Legion Saboteur comes in. Both of them are going to be nice. I'm debating if I should even play this. I should wait. So we're going to go ahead and play an open attack here. Let's get these cards to attack these guys. That way Swain can live, damage the Nexus, and finish them off.
Who will stand with us?
What I'm going to do is use Swain's Ravenous Flock to end the game, because I can do that. Oh, it's not going to be enough, but this will help. So what this will do is deal 6 damage to everybody.
They should thank you.
Include plenty of damage. Very nice.
I will break them.
And then all the deal 1 to the Nexus and Shock and Awe will both activate, meaning I can. Oh, that's funny. That's cage match. It means that every one of the Shock and Awes also contribute to those first 3 spells you play. So you will actually end up getting a lot more value out of it. And then because of Raiding Party, I have a 16-15 unit. Nice. Oh god, these are both skills.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you. Fang's turn.
We can go ahead and block these 2 units here, and they do no damage. Alright. They're not even going to attack me anymore, but never hurts to have a few more cards on the field. Alright. And that is GG. Because it's all but impossible to stop me from attacking these 2 units. It's turn 5, we've lasted long enough. So we'll go ahead and end the game. And you know what? Go ahead. Block a unit. You're so clever. Anyway. Now we kill all their units.
After the battle for Radiance.
Yay.
I will.
Swain does just enough damage to block it all. To destroy that Century even. And just like that, we managed to complete our first match. And this kind of shows the real scary combination of Cage Match plus the Caretaker's Benediction. Is that the weakness of the Benediction is if you end it early, you don't get a lot of value out of Chimes. But then Cage Match comes in and will become destructive. I see a nice cheap card with Thieves' Gloves, and I can't help myself here. This is going to be a very nice combo. Okay, we're looking for people that have spells that deal damage. So Trundles are all going to be mostly about giving health, regeneration, not valuable. Caitlyn has 1 or 2 cards, notably her Summoner spell, or Champion spell. But I think we can do better, and we got 7 rerolls, so we're going to spend 1 here. Once again, not a lot, so we'll do 1 more. Alright. MF is amazing for this, because she comes with a free skill that deals 1 damage to everybody, and this is a skill as well. Oh, and it has open attack. Ooh, okay. So MF's all about getting 1-star units in anyway, so this is just a straight buff. We see a champion item over here, we're definitely going to go for that. Due to the way that he works, Swain scales insanely well into Nightmares, because their Nexuses will tend to have more HP, but he doesn't care, because he can scale with that power to become even stronger than he was before, and that makes him dangerous.
I'll shoot the wings off a Biltwop.
Beautiful.
Want to see these moves up close?
We're gonna go ahead and deal 2 to their damage and stun them, so that we can keep her alive, because having her alive is gonna be very nice. Now that I got a second attack off with her, I'm okay. If she dies, she dies. And that's fine.
Bullet to the face.
But I will have dealt enough damage to get Swain's scaling going, and they'll be down way a lot of HP. So we can expect next turn this will deal 4, yeah. Which sadly is not enough to actually truly
Child's
threaten,
anger has become a
but we'll be able to live. These are some big, scary units. Okay. Let's bait them into a bad attack.
I'll take on anyone.
So we can block 2 of them and then damage the rest. Okay. Now that we'll have damaged their Nexus, I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. Next turn, yeah, we'll be able to take out most of their hand. So, Swain is an option here. And I can afford him, so we'll do that. Very nice.
Brother,
Okay.
fiery as ever.
Let's go ahead and
A child's
attack
anger
with
has
the
become
Crackshot
a
Corsair
man's
again. Deal a nice amount of damage. Look at that. 12 damage to their Nexus. Okay.
Empire
Swain
above
levels up.
all.
If I was a smarter man, I would have played Swain first, so that when the Crackshot Corsair came through, it would have damaged the Nexus twice, stunned 2 people. Then she would have died, it would have stunned 4 people. Instead, I'm stuck here only stunning 2 people. 3 people, because this will damage the Nexus as
Bleed for Noxus.
well. Very nice. Okay.
Believe.
And now we can take care of this. Alright. So we've already hit the critical damage threshold here. Because now they are at their 1 HP. So they get 1 more attack. I just have to, hopefully, they can play a card
One day,
first
I'll be stronger than even
so that
you,
I can
Kaya.
summon units. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Look at that sucker, that's a 30-33. Okay. Whatever I play, they're going to attack after this, so I need to think.
Every wave is a path.
We'll accept that, we'll accept that, we'll accept that. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright. See, this is Swain's power. This big benefit here, look at this. When allies attack, deal 10 damage to all battling enemies. MF just became a
I'm one of the
monster
good
for
guys.
free.
But not that good.
And heck, Misfortunes Make It Rain is available. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and just YOLO this. Here we go. Hit the Nexus and I win. Darn it!
Never stop
Oh, but
shooting.
units die. So because units die, I take 4 damage. And the game ends. Very nice.
Such little lives.
And that's a GG. So Swain excels at playing spells to control the board, taking out units, stunning units as well. So he kind of has the total package. He scales well into nightmares. He can take care of big vertical units. He can tackle a whole board. He really does just do it all. And that is his biggest strength, is Swain has almost no weaknesses. See these gloves, that's beautiful. I mean, I could get a Locket of the Iron Solari, but these gloves could be anything. Can't be a Locket of the Solari, though. Because that was a common item instead of an epic. But if I get something like Power Riff on Swain, it's gonna be Nailed it. Sometimes I have a foresight into things. Man, if I could discount him by 1 more, that would have been swell. Because then I could have played him and MF. Oh well.
By my hand will Noxus rise.
Okay. Let's go ahead and stun you.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you. Fang's turn.
In the War Mother's name.
We will damage their Nexus, stun the enemy. Ooh, Disintegrate sounds like fun. Just a way to make sure someone dies.
Witness strength.
Okay. Oh, Swain costs 1, right? That's quite funny. Alright. So their board is pretty controlled now. We'll go ahead and play this MF since we have a ton of power on her. We'll go ahead and let him block, but we can go ahead and also hopefully damage a Nexus. Hell yeah.
Never stop shooting.
Very scary.
Get the winter's ball.
This actually is not working in my favor because they're now getting tons of power every time they take damage. But we will work around it.
I will break them.
Alright. Okay, we got what we need here. I'll do this.
Love ya.
Oh, they just straight up let me hit their Nexus.
Such little lies.
Guess they have cage match, so it didn't matter.
Bleed for Noxus.
Luckily, they're already down to 1 HP. So at this point now, our entire goal just sits to let's survive. So I'm just gonna have to cover the board, and there we have it.
Smell that bar.
Since they're at nice and 1 HP, we can go ahead and deal as much damage as possible. Let's go ahead and take care of their board. This is going to stun. Oh, they didn't take damage, so they didn't get stunned. Oh, fine. Okay. So I can block this. Actually, it's 2 damage to all battling units. I was trying to think of a way to save my unit, but I'm just going to play Disintegrate to kill this unit too. No, actually, I'd rather kill the rest, Tribeless. I think Tarkov is out of here. Alright, another board. Oh man, he had Overwhelmed. I should have swapped my positioning on that, and I totally dropped the ball on that. I'm a little off today, if that's not incredibly obvious. This is turn 5. We've already won. We're going to go ahead and end it here. There we go. They can block anything they want. It won't matter. Very nice. Plenty of damage. Already killed their Nexus. And we move on to the next battle. Now, I kind of peeked ahead here. We have Anivia we're going against, not Howling Abyss. So, that's great. Howling Abyss is definitely one of the scariest options to see. So it not being here is great in my book. Captive Greyback has skill to deal damage, so that's great. And it's going to be cheap, so that's even greater. Let's see, champion item. I think we can do better. Let's do a reroll here. Beautiful, Power Riff. We're going to have really cheap Swain, so I don't even think we need to really worry about what we got, so we can actually start cutting cards. I think this was cool, but I don't think it's going to be too necessary, so I'm going to cut that.
On my wrist.
Even if I'm before an adventure, or right before a battle where I could use it and play it, I feel like it's overstayed its welcome, and I can use other cards way better. A second Power Riff. Beautiful. So Swain is free on the first turn, and I have 4 mana. That's actually kind of exactly what I was hoping to see. So here we go.
Excuses.
Alright. Very cool.
Looking for trouble. It found you.
Nice. Let's go ahead and play Ye Be Warned. No, let's play Death's Hand first. The reason I'm playing Death's Hand first is Death's Hand's going to level up Swain. And once he's leveled up, I can use any damage to the Nexus to stun somebody else. So I can use Ye Be Warned after that to get it in a good spot. So there we go.
Victory awaits.
Now that I've leveled up Swain, now I can play Ye Be Warned to damage the Nexus and stun, or not stun, well yeah, it would stun, but also target one of their units.
Such little lies.
So we will just go ahead and open attack their Nexus. And as you can see, Anivia was at a lot of health at the beginning of this match, and now she's not.
Love ya.
Bleed for Noxus. Such little lies. I will break them.
The egg comes back with 3 HP. Will not be a problem because we've already taken care of it. And we're going to save the Ravenous Flock for next turn. Keep in mind that only works on the first 3 spells, and it doesn't bring me any advantage to use it right now. When I could wait till next turn, it's going to deal 13 damage. It's going to be a lot more effective than the 4 damage it was. In fact, I even want to wait further. I want to wait until they attack. And so, as long as I save 1 mana, we're going to be fine. I don't like them attacking with that.
My path is clear.
That's a lot of lifesteal. Let's, okay. Let's do this. 12 damage to the Nexus. So we stunned him. Very nice. And now, it says here it does 24 damage. I don't believe that's the case. But this is still going to be nice. So let's go ahead and see. Even though dealing 24 damage, it didn't kill him. So I'm pretty sure it's more like 14. Yeah, I want to do... yeah, I can do that, actually. There we go.
After the battle,
Right. Oh, no, this isn't quick spell. So you can hit my necklace. Never mind. Problem solved itself. Round 3. Alright. We're already into the let's just survive phase. So we're going to go ahead and probably just skip our turn. Straight up. And now, ooh, that's going to be a scary unit. Look at that power. Anyway, we're going to stun him. Oh, she's still going to get to life steal if she open attacks. Yep. Or I could stun this. Deal 21 damage to it. Yeah. That'll do. Very scary.
The balance.
And this kind of just shows how crazy some of these this power gets. Deal 21 damage to the enemy every time, you know? So, Swain feels, to the average player, like he is ruthless. He destroys the enemy at any opportunity. Why aren't they taking damage when I do that to them? Anyway, get stunned. Or get killed. There we go. That's fine. Go ahead. The game is still over. He feels cruel, he feels ruthless, he feels overwhelming. Because he really just does it all. If you are new to this game, and you are looking for a 6-star that has everything, Swain's it. He has very few weaknesses. Most powers are not a problem to him. Probably the most scary power for when Swain is out is he sees the enemy nexus and enemy units are tough power and card. If they had played Lord Madrid as on the Anivia match, which I believe is an option in that deck, I would have been a little bit more scared. Things would have been a lot more scary because I wouldn't have been able to ram fast. But they didn't have it, so it's not a problem. But Tough Nexus is definitely one of the scariest problems for Swain. And even then, he's gonna be fine. He's Swain. Like, you would need Tough Nexus plus Lifesteal for it to be a problem. This isn't the worst starting hand, it's also not the best. But luckily, got that nice cheap Swain, which makes it everything easier.
Master your demons.
Alright. Very scary. Alright, we'll go ahead and stun their units. This is where we start getting a little scary here.
Pledge or perish.
I believe...
Such little life.
Yeah,
Empire.
no,
above all.
I'm gonna wait till next turn to play Ye Be Warned.
I will.
Stunning units is nice, but it can wait. Because there's no point in stunning him this turn anyway. go ahead and kill the Rockhopper by targeting his ally. Okay. As I damage the Nexus, we're stun 2 out of their 3 units. Totally fine by me. Again, we don't need to stun their cards, so we're going to keep that spell ready. Right. Let's go ahead and play Captive Greyback. And target their Nexus that way. Swain's Ravenous Flock will let us have that. Sure, they have scary landmarks. Sure.
They should
Alright.
thank you for freedom.
They're probably going to play a landmark, funnily enough. No, Rockhopper. And we're going to make him vulnerable.
Such
Go.
little lies.
That's fine. They're going to speed up their stuff. That's fine. But you'll be fine. Right now, attacks deal 12 damage to the blocker, so I can just straight up kill them. Nice.
For Noxus. I will break.
And the funny thing is, next turn, they think that they'll be okay, but this is where the Fire Spitter will go from 2 damage to 15. 15 damage to a unit. That'll do. Very scary. Alright. We'll go ahead and damage the enemy, and in the process stun the other.
Such little lies.
Oh, they're all out of units. Round 5 has arrived.
Looking for
Play
trouble.
MF for kicks and
It found
giggles.
you.
Scary. Anyway,
After the battle,
GG. We managed to control our way all the way through. They never, I don't think they did attack one single time.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.
But other than that, it was not a threat at all. Alright. Ooh, Parlay? That's okay. Double damage. This is the big thing about getting this, is that the Pyromantic Wake does get doubled. So this effectively becomes deal 1 plus 5, 1 per 5 missing health. Deal 1 to enemy nexus plus 5 per missing health. Plus 3 plus 1 for every 5 missing health. Parlay becomes a death sentence for the enemy. So, ooh, Elusive Swain. That's great. The more times he gets to attack the Nexus, the better. Stylish Shot. This is the other card that I was really hoping to get, because it deals damage to the Nexus, and if you hit the Nexus, you get it back. So we are going to get as many of these as we can. Looking at this power, I mean, we can do this for the board's power, because they're 1-cost units. So that will be worth it. And since this is his champion spell, we'll go ahead and pick up 1 Ravenous Flock. Alright, now I see a Rekindler and I see spells. I like spells, so even though I don't like the She Who Wonders fight, I'll go that way anyway and it won't be a problem. Alright. This is a great hand. Have that Crackshot Corsair to start it off with. And we are very quickly going to hit our 3 spells because of Shock and Awe. But this is going to be okay, because then we're going to be able to still damage the Nexus with a lot of individual ticks to level up people.
A chill in the air.
Okay, Swain comes in, already pre-leveling up soon. We're going to use Crescent Strike to go ahead and stun these 2 units so that we can use Spell Slinger to
victory awaits.
damage them.
I will break them.
Alright.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you.
Alright.
Get him.
And... oh, that didn't even kill them. Well, that's
Try to
fine.
keep up. I'm going for a
We'll
walk.
go ahead and just damage the Nexus as best we
Little
can.
lies.
Even if you get it down to sub 10, that'll be enough.
Such little lies.
Very nice.
I will break
And good
them.
enough. It wasn't sub 10, but the idea is good. Okay, that's kind of scary. They're gonna play a big unit in a second. Like a really big unit.
You will all know fear.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and stun them so that they can't do nothing. And man, if they didn't have cage match, this would blow them open in a second. Well, that's fine. Pew!
Such little life.
We stun them out. Unless they have a 2-cost card, we'll be fine. Oh, they did. My poor Swain. My poor Swain. We're gonna block him with a single dude. Nice. Good job, little dude. Alright. And we can just open attack here. At this point, we're fine. We've got this. It's in the bag. I'll go ahead and drop the terror so that I can have more power. Even if they obliterate me, that's fine, because we will just still damage them with the pyromantic weight, even if they stun my whole board. Oh, it's only turn 3. My apologies. I was winning so fast I didn't see it coming. So that was turn 3. I was playing like it was turn 4. Oops. That's fine. We'll go ahead and play Misfortune.
Fortune favors the bold.
Look at those scary boys. Uh-oh. Actually, I'm in danger. I'm in severe danger. Yeah. I'm in real danger. Because I'm gonna have to take damage. I only have 1 unit to block their fearsome units with. Oh, that's annoying. That's fine. Our Nexus is tough. We got this. Okay. Now the game is over.
Such little life.
Welcome back, Swain. Let's try ending now. GG.
I will break them.
So I lost 21 HP. That's a little annoying, but there's nothing too crazy here.
Such little lives. My
Right.
covenant, and only one way.
Good job, Swain. Alright, we'll move on to the final fight. We'll face a nice, powerful Elise. Oh, this will actually show off... Oh, but there's the Leviathan. That sounds fun. Take Leviathan. Elise actually has a pretty scary interaction with a Swain. All this boosting of cards that I am doing... I'm going to fully heal here before we go. All this buffing of my deck that I'm getting with Raiding Party can affect the next card I draw, and if it's a spider, one of her spiders, she summons it and gets all the benefits. So my power can really backfire against me if I'm not careful here. I'm going to keep a Pirouette because it's a great control spell, and the Crackshot Corcel is nice to have it. The Parlay is going to be also quite nice. Again, we just want to do as much ticks of damage as we can in a short amount of time, especially before they have a chance to do much. We're going to damage their Nexus and stun them here. Wildfire! Wildfire! Let's go. Okay. Now we're going to attack again. I think we can do this. Yeah, sure, why not? You know what? You can take my Corsair. Her job is done. She has dealt enough damage to the Nexus that I'm now okay dropping her. Alright. We're going to let the turn end because I've quickly exhausted all my powerful spells. There's exactly what I was talking about. It was that plus 15 from my 12 from my rating power that it hurt me. 6 and 5, 10. Let's play Ravenous Flock. That kills everything but the Ravenous Horror, or the Arachnid Horror. Not a problem, because now I can block it. Oh, I couldn't have blocked it, so I'm glad that I just realized I couldn't. Oh wow, that sucks. I had Pirouette, I would have been fine.
No prey, no pay.
Okay. we're going to rely on the block in a second here. Okay, we're going to block them as best we can. And all I can do is lifesteal up some health. Nice, that'll go quite nicely. Now, I'm not strutting here. Swain's going to be able to do this. And without him even entering the board, you know what? I'm just going to demonstrate a point here. His power to ramp only gets stronger with time. Look, 30 power, deal 30 to the Nexus. I think I will. Look at that. So 18 plus the Pyromantic Wake plus 28 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Now we're in a fine spot. And we can still even attack the Nexus here. Now it looks like I'm in trouble, but I'm really not. Even if they had all the ways to heal, I have 21 extra damage on this spell. Very scary. We spend this time now just waiting, because when they open attack, we're going to get a lot of value here.
You won't suffer long.
Okay. And then we smack them around. Sure, we lose 20 health, but it's the final fight. And they're down to a single hit point. We will wait. Go ahead, stun me. Yes, yes. Next turn, you end. And we play a nice little stun card, I think, to finish the game. GG. So that is Swain's biggest strength. He does everything. He has no weaknesses, pretty much. He is super consistent. You go for spells, you deal massive damage. You go for skills, you go for massive damage. Half the regions of the game support spell slinging for damage. Your Vandal City, your Piltover, your Shadow Isles, and your Noxus. You don't struggle at all with him. He is just about the most complete, powerful package you can have, and that's why Swain is definitely considered one of the best. So, now that that's done, let's look at the next one. The foe's unit have Tough and Hugify. They summon one unit, get their stats to 10-20, and grant it Vulnerable and the normal Deadly. Let's figure out a nice little 6-star to demonstrate here. Let's go with Nasus. Nasus's big strength is, weirdly enough, his 2-star. Enemies have -1 power. Vulnerable enemies have -3 instead. Now, this is okay in non-Nightmares, but in Nightmares, this actually gets a ton of value, and it becomes way better. Because the minus power is applied before the deadly stats kick in. So -1 becomes -2, and -3 becomes -5, effectively. Which makes him super strong. The rest of his units, the rest of his deck is around getting stronger, giving more stats to units, and his 6-star lets you reduce the cost of every card in your deck in your hand by 1. So eventually, all your cards cost 1, and you just start getting a lot more value. And then his 4-star is escaping me at the moment. I remember it was not the craziest. Oh yes, grants the weakest enemy vulnerable at the start of the round, which is nice. So for the build, I'm running Grand General's Counterplan, which will let me get a fleeting copy of his Summoner spell every turn. Frozen Tomb, which lets me get a second one on the field. And then Crownguard Inheritance. Because Nasus can level up twice, you can get twice the value out of this that you normally do. So now that we don't have Cage Match slowing us down, let's go ahead and do a full speed run. So Nasus seemingly struggles in the beginning, but it's all calculated. I like Explosive Finale here because the build I run is going to be getting a lot of out-of-combat kills using these free, or very cheap, Curator's Gatebreak Siphoning Strikes. Alright, we can replace these two. Oops, I only replaced one. That's fine. Now, they're going to summon 2 units. One of them's going to be really strong. Oh, guess not. Okay. Let's play Rockhopper.
Would you look at this place? You got caught.
Now, sadly, I can't kill any units this turn. But I can damage this one for free, so I might as well go ahead and do it. I only deal 1 damage because they're tough. I can't kill them. That's fine. The main goal with Nasus is to kill just 1 unit before Nasus summons, so that you can play him for a lot cheaper. If you play him for 5, you can summon him before the Stormcarved Spire activates and get 2 Nasi. Siphoning Strike is going to be great. This is our kill. And now we have everything we need. Nasus is super cheap now by 1. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but now I'm going to have 2 Nasuses every turn. Quite sad. That's okay. We will accept this.
My board.
We'll go ahead and kill the Legion Saboteur. And go ahead and preemptively pull him because we know they're going to block with him anyway. Your hand becomes very cheap with Nasus. As you can see here, I've got 2 Siphoning Strikes. They're about to become 1 cost, all 1 cost. Because here comes the boom. We're going to start smacking their whole board here. Bam. Now my board is way stronger. Actually, I'm going to play the second one to rally. While I simultaneously kill 1 Jack. Oh, he dealt 9 damage, so I didn't level him. Perfect. That's actually kind of what I was hoping for. So now I will pick that enemy and have him get killed. And he scales up, gets more powerful. Now on the enemy turn, I can rally by using my Siphoning Strike. And kill their biggest unit, which is good to see. Nasus levels up. I'm getting close to the Sun Disk being restored too, to 6 out of 8. Yeah, okay. We're going to go ahead and get him vulnerable. The other benefit of having 2 Nasus out, aside from getting 2 of his Summoner spell every turn, is that enemies have -1. That stacks. So there's 2 Nasuses out on the board. The enemy loses 2 power. If you manage to level him again, they have -6. Nasus becomes an absolute monster. In the Rogues of Runeterra event, when Nasus came out, he was also a pretty solid way to fight the Elder Dragon adventure, because you could use Chemtech Duplicator with him and his Siphoning Strike to just start slapping around enemies and stealing power. And then getting strong really quick, and whatever big units they play you could handle. Double attack is always hard to ignore, so I'm going to go with that, because it's double attack. Now with Nasus, you're looking for 2 things. You're looking for control, and you're looking for aggression. You want to kill units, you want to make them vulnerable, you like Overwhelm. I see a lot of what I like here with Sejuani, so I am going to go with her. But those are the kind of units you're looking for. Alright, we got a Grumpy Rock Bear. Very nice. The Grumpy Rock Bear is fun. Basically, you're playing Talia. Alright, we have a unit. This isn't the best starting hand, but it will do. It'll do fine. It does hurt that we didn't draw our second Nasus, I'm not gonna lie, but we will get over that. The Makai Reaper can come in, and then the Soothsayer comes in. Very cool. I think I'll wait. I'll let them do their attack first. This is a way for us to kill a unit. I can use the Weight of Judgment to kill their follower because it has Gloom. Actually, no. I should kill this unit with Gloom. Yay! Power is good. We're going to go ahead and just give up this unit. Get a bunch of mana out of it. End the turn, get more powerful. We have now missed our window for Nasus, and that's okay.
Pain is nothing.
Oh, they killed my Nasus anyway. I totally whiffed on the. Oh man, I'm a little upset. That's fine. We'll play the Treasure Seeker. Can't believe they killed my Nasus. Oh, those bums. Oh well. We'll play Sejuani's Fury to level her up a little bit, and then use Siphoning Strike to kill the Owlbear. Alright.
Stand and fight. Careful.
We will give up our Bakai Reaper so that Sejuani can attack their Nexus and the double attack can hit their Nexus. Very nice. We'll end our turn there. Nasus excels at picking off units, cheap units with this build when you can actually get Nasus out. But when you can't, it's kind of a nothing build. You just kind of don't have any powers. I don't have Nasuses, I can't rally, I can't get his summoner spell. This battle's kind of a nightmare for him. Overwhelm is nice. I didn't have any plunder, but that'll be fine. Alright, more double attack. Interesting. I'm just going to open attack in the moment because I don't think I need much more than this for now. Actually, let's do that. Alright. We're going to go ahead and exhaust their Owlbear. Why do I keep calling it an Owlbear? I play too much D&D. Her Rock Bear. And we're going to go ahead and buff our Treasure Seeker here. Get a little bit more power. Nice. Treasure Seeker can come on out. Alright. I sure would like to have Nasus, but sadly I do not get that option. So I just suffer here in silence. Go ahead and play a Waking Sands. I'm just trying to block, get as many units to block as they have to attack. They're gonna attack? No? I'm gonna go ahead and do this anyway just to be safe. They did attack! I knew it. Okay.
Show them our teeth.
Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and give... Let's see. So many Overwhelm units. Okay.
We got it first.
Let's see. This'll do. I lose 16 health, but Nasus has innate healing, so this won't be a problem. And I have enough to be able to kill them with Sejuani next turn because they can't deny me. I have too much power.
Step lightly.
So we'll go ahead and do that. Yes. And yes. Dealing the last bits of HP damage, and I'll get him out. So, yes, we definitely saw here the big problem with this build, that if I don't have Nasus, I don't have a board with any relics. Like, no power, nothing is coming to help. It is just, I have to rely purely on the raw deck, and that's not always the best feeling. Let's go ahead and go with the Scarmaiden Reaver, because I like it. Off to the shop. I was thinking I was playing Swain again, and I was like, oh my gosh, guys, the best card. But no, we're fine. Counterfeit copies can be funny, because it copies the reduced cost card, but we don't need that, so we'll go ahead and... Oh, adaptation. Nice. Nice, consistent. We'll go ahead and go with this. The foe has a fleeting deny in their hand, and it costs 2. But most, if not all, of Nasus's spells are burst speed with his constellation, so this is a power that's not going to help him. Man, if I don't draw Nasus again, it's going to be interesting. Okay. Yeah, I could fight this. Let's see. Treasure Seeker.
Gently.
Treasure Seeker. Nice. I can attack.
Watch your head.
If I do this. So, there we are.
Currents, pull them down.
Very scary.
A gift from the river folk.
Alright. We got their board a little bit weaker, just in time. Let's see. Up next, we're going to play...
what they cannot see.
Yeah, next turn we'll play Nasus. For now, we'll get the Defenders of the Sun disc out. They're gonna lifesteal a bit, but they haven't lost any health, so no harm, no foul here. I can't block them, but that's fine.
First relic.
Alright. And now, I still don't have a unit ready to level. Uh-oh. Okay. I can kill 2 units here. Yeah, I have to do that. So, I'll go ahead and not attack with my Omen Hawk, because I don't think it's that helpful. That's okay. That's why I attack with 2 units. As long as I kill 1, Nasus comes in. There it is. So, everything's going to be fine. I know he has 5 power, but this is the beginning of a powerful investment. Because now, I'm going to spend the next few moments just really hammering their Nexus. Fine. Ooh, the Will of Ionia is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to use his power. Can I get him strong enough? Yes. I can kill his unit to get him to 10 power. Never mind, that doesn't quite give me what I was hoping. I can't think straight, dang. That's fine. We'll go ahead and just give them up the Defenders of the Sand Disc. Or Sun Disc. So, we lost 2 Nasuses on the field, but we still have 1 Nasus on the field, and that's okay. That'll do. We'll go ahead and deal 6 Gloom damage. Let's go ahead and do 6 Gloom damage to that unit. The Fluff Pod? What was that? Cloud Drinker. That was close. Luckily, we'll still get the value out of Nasus here, because we can still smack him around.
Through death,
Bam. Okay, now we're gonna straight open attack here after I summon Sejuani, because I can rally by auto attack. No way. Oh, that's so annoying. Actually, I have a spell shield, we're fine. So I'll play Sejuani again. Oh, her price discount. Hey, there we go. I got one. Let's go. You're Frostbite, fit, and vulnerable. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is infuriating. Okay, well, I lost most of my board to that. Let's see what we can do about it.
A little further. Bingo.
Man, that was just unfortunate.
Break the strong, slaughter the weak.
So the main focus right now is just going to be getting more of our units on the board. So I'm going to try to get cost reduction. Let's see.
Step lightly.
I don't have anything I can kill
Set it all
with
ablaze.
that unit, but I can do that.
Kill.
I can go ahead and start damaging her as well, so that she's ready to die next turn. Okay, my cards all got cheaper. We'll be fine. They're out of cards like that. That's okay. Don't attack, please. I want to play an Asai. Nice. If they play a spell targeting him, that's great. They didn't. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and kill one of their units. And Nasus levels, which allows me to rally. Then I can straight attack after that. Or, alternatively, I could attack him to kill that. So let's do that. Alright, just like that, Nasus is now a freak of nature. let's go ahead and have her hit. Actually, let's have that one happen. And we're just going to save them for a blocker because there's not much point. Cool. Alright, Sejuani comes in next turn. But we also have a nice, lovely seconding strike as well. We're going to give them Frostbite and Vulnerable. Now that I realize that Sejuani gives Vulnerable, she's a really good partner for Nasus for many reasons. So this is nice. Bam. Alright, we'll go ahead and kill their Nexus. Nice. The Sun Disc ascends, and so my units do as well. Very nice. Rise, my Nasus. Rise! He gets bigger, angrier, more powerful. And my whole board gets +5/+5, as well as all the units in my hand, although you can't see them, trust me. Alright. Here we go. Sejuani, I would like you to heal my Nexus to full, please. Thank you. Awesome.
With my face towards the sun.
So that one showed another weakness, which is the whole deck is around building many Nasus on the board. If you have none on the board, you're not really getting value, are you? Alright, I'd like to point out that between all the Shuriman benefits, he has 20 regen, which means he's very hardy. I don't actually need much, so we're going to go for an item chest instead of shop. And getting the ability to draw a champion is going to help us get that Nasus in play quicker. So we're going to cut a card. What do I see that I don't like? This is a little expensive for its value, but this is also... it buffs my deck. I don't really have a way to buff her attack, so I think she's actually the weakest, and she bloats my hand. So I'm getting rid of the Treasure Seeker. Elise comes back with a vengeance. Watch. I hope you are all ready to see. Every card I draw for this entire battle will be Arachnoid Horrors. I know I'm excited. Are you? Alright. Very scary. We have a unit on the field already. Turn 1, we can kill that. As long as they don't stun me.
Who's my favorite?
It is you.
Alright.
Yes.
Good, good. Look at that. Sejuani and Nasus. We have everything we need.
Willed fool.
Let me change into something more comfortable.
They're gonna target me, which is a little annoying. Or they're going to challenge me. But we'll handle this. That's okay, we can eat this. It's the mid-boss. We'll fully heal after this anyway. Might as well play a Wolf Rider. Didn't have a chance to activate Plunder. That's fine. We're not going to be brokenhearted about it. There's that Arachnoid Horror I was talking about. We'll go ahead and make the Elise vulnerable so that she dies. Arachnid comes out. We got Nasus to counteract that. Doesn't really counteract it though. I want to get Elise out of here so that she can't challenge my units by force. Alright, double the Nasus, double the fun. As you can see, my Nasus are not that strong, but that's okay. They have enough in the tank. I baited them into attacking, so the first thing I can do is use Nasus to kill this.
Life and death intertwined.
Right. I can use that to block since it's pretty weak. I can use that to block this. Oh wait. Let's go ahead and deal as much damage to that as I can. And then, yes, we will accept that it's hitting our Nexus. How much I can do that. Oops, I forgot to block him. Oh well. Let's go ahead and make that vulnerable so that when we attack at the beginning of the list instead of at the end.
They will learn just just as we did.
And we'll just accept that margin for free. Alright. Don't have a lot of cards in our hand, but our build is all about doing that, so we will not have any problems here. We're going to go ahead and have Nasus kill the Arachnoid Necrotic. Excellent. We're gonna attack here specifically so that Nasus levels, and when they level, we can use that to keep doing a second attack, which is always lovely. And because our Nasus has lifesteal, we're quite happy. He's just gonna really heal us up.
The wheel never stops turning.
Good job. Is there a chance that I do the Sun Disk? There is a chance that the Sun Disk comes into play. I just killed 4 units here. Yep, the Sun Disk. Hilarious. And this is the power of this, is that you can line things up right and attack 3 times in one turn like this. I would have gotten 3 attacks, but I only needed 2. And the enemy ward at that point becomes -6. Because of Deadly, they become -9 if they're being played or summoned. So you become just a monster of cutting down their attack stats to nothingness. Love me some epic random items, so we always take these gloves. Enfeebling Strike is hilarious here, so I think we're going to take it, and we're just going to triple down on cutting their attack stats. So we go down to Silent Shadowseer. They're just going to focus on attacking our Nexus with units to get more of their units, and making what's in their hand stronger. And we don't have any problem. Oh, if I draw 2 cards. Dang, that's cruelty. That's fine. Still 1 behind. Oh well.
If it's made of sand, I can write.
Okay, we're not going to attack because that would be a fool's errand. I don't have enough power to actually threaten.
The winter's claw strikes.
I'm about to lose a whole bunch of my health.
I'll take everything.
I mean, at this point, I might as well block that. That's fine. We have good news. Nasus comes out next turn, and the fun begins. Even though I have not killed a single unit, I'm not afraid.
We stand in the footprints of paths long trodden.
I can't even use my Siphoning Strike here. Oh, I can. No, I can't. The Faded gets me closer, but it's not enough.
Life and death intertwined.
It's still fine, though, because we cut their power. Oh, I can kill him. Nice. Because they're all vulnerable.
Courage masks the heart from fear.
Okay.
Kneel students, rise warriors.
Alright. So we have double Nasus. We're fine now.
They thought we wouldn't fight back.
This land is ours.
Okay. Okay, we'll use Nasus to go ahead and attack here. Let's do that.
Through death, we grow
Nice.
power.
Now I can hit him again. Get that.
Life and death.
Nice. Okay. Nasus levels up. We're a lot stronger. We rally.
The winter's
We play
claw.
that. And if they want to block me, they can. That's fine. Alright. We have wrestled full control of the board here. So we're in a good spot. I can play 3 units for 1 mana, and then I have 2 Cycling Strikes to pair with it. So we're going to be just fine in terms of power. Go ahead and play Sandhopper so that he can make one of the units exactly what I wanted it. Let's go ahead and use a Nasus to kill this guy.
Life and death intertwined.
My champions get stronger.
What good comes of more
We go ahead and attack again using that.
our service himself?
Okay. And we The Sun Disc ascends. We once again get to play as
Build a life on
Big Boy Nasus.
the sun disk rises and the cycle is complete.
Right. And that's GG on that battle.
With my face towards the sun.
So Nasus's biggest quote-unquote weakness is that he needs to ramp up. If you can't manage to find units onto the field and do enough damage to actually to kill units, your Nasus never gets stronger. And so you need to figure out ways to make him a threat. So for example, look at that. +3 overwhelm quick attack challenger. Great. Love it. But also you want to make them resilient. I'm going to take this for free damage. Oh, that's a free item. Might as well put that in there. Alright. So I want a champion item or a champion item? I think I'll take a champion item. So yes, his biggest strength is just really getting that 1 or 2 initial kills, and then he's off to the races. Until then you're vulnerable, but that's why he has a lot of regen, so that you can take that 1 big hit at the beginning of the fight and be fine. Wow. Look at all that power. Oh, do I not have... Oh, okay, I don't have Power Rift, that's funny.
Stands beneath me and winds behind me. What is it for
I
you?
wish I had Challenger so I could hit that unit, but since I don't, we're just gonna let it live and let live. Okay, good news is that I'm gonna be able to kill a unit before I die. Oh wow, I'm losing a lot of health here. This is about to be painful. I might as well attack again, but who? Guess it's him. Yeah, I'll cut his attack a little. Alright. So now I lose 12, 17, 20 health. Very scary. But that's fine. We can play Sejuani and Nasus next turn.
Bow to no one.
We can play Sejuani. We can play Nasus, and we can do a Siphoning Strike with Nasus. Oh my goodness! Oh, he has a Black Cleaver? Okay. Sure, let's go ahead and level him up then. So I can cut his attack stat to 0 here, so I'm gonna do that. Same with this one here.
The wheel never
Yo.
stops.
Their big 10-20 unit is nothing now because he has been enfeebled to nothingness. Nasus, go ahead and strike someone now that I'm not worried about losing life or re-attack.
Intertwined.
Alright.
Stand and fight.
And here we go. Alright. So my board's super strong now. Got no problem. They're not going to be able to touch it. And now even if they do attack, I get all that health back. Thanks to Lifesteal. Thank you, Adaptation. Alright. Now we wait. The enemy team has technically got unit that can attack on there.
Safety mode.
Yep, nope, they still don't have it. Uh-oh, I'm going to exhaust it. He's got 1 power. I better be careful. I think I'll fully heal my Nexus, thank you. delicious. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get more units out on the field. Never hurts to have more here. Especially when everything starts getting so cheap. Alright. Now we just use Nasus to go ahead and wipe the board before we make an attack.
Life and death intertwined.
Okay, this unit is not challengeable, so I'm not going to kill it. Sun Disk ascends, the video plays, everyone levels.
Golden and gleaming, Shurima is reborn.
Okay. Now we go ahead and do a third and final hit with the Siphoning Strike. Oh, I can afford one more. Alright. And the game.
Never falter.
So, in the grander power scale of Shurima, where Nasus lies, he's not at the top. He really isn't. If you were to ask me who would be the strongest people in Shurima, you're looking at two separate answers. You're looking at Kaisa, and you're looking at Azir. Both of them are insanely good. And I would say you can't really go wrong taking either. They both require different things, so depending on what you have, one or the other would be better. If you have Gale Force and Victor's Hex Core, Kaisa runs with these incredibly well, and she becomes a very strong unit. If you don't have those, you can also look at Azir. Oh my word! Azir ends up with double, he can run Oath of the Champions, or he can run, like, Chosen by the Stars, and then run Star Gems to just get tons of units, and then your board becomes very wide with champions. So he becomes good in that front. Oh man, that was mine to kill. I wanted to kill that unit. I let him kill it. He's gonna kill it with the Encroaching Mist. I want that. Yes! Okay, I killed his unit. So now I get cheaper cards. Everything goes well. Let's go. Next turn, Nasus comes out. Yeah, 17 power on turn 2. What the heck? Ouch. My board. My poor Nexus. Let's go. There we go. Got a portal down. That's nice. I still have 36 health though, so I have enough to survive. Alright. Let's start leveling up, shall we? The first thing we do is take care of Viego anytime we see him. We should kill him before anyone else because he'll get all that power super quick. And then you end up getting your units stolen or your champions killed. So definitely kill Viego first. Now we'll kill the Cavalborn Soldier because he's got 20 health. Things are looking nice and good. We've damaged the Nexus, so we can go ahead and play the Wolf Rider as well. Get an extra Mono Gem for next turn. We see another Viego. Say, how many times do I teach you this lesson, old man? Very nice. Viego's gone. Man, if I had one more Mono Gem, I could have had more power, but that's fine. Alright. Forgive the yawns, I had a very rough day and now I'm very tired. But we will keep going. Let's use one of our Nasi to hit them. Actually, let's use a Sejuani because she has lifesteal. And she still has enough power to kill that unit. Very nice. You know what? I think she should do it again. But after this.
The War Mothers. Hear that, Bristle? Varg offers a challenge.
Let's go ahead and kill that big unit as well. Very nice. More power inbound. And this should hopefully level up the Sun Disk. Yes. because I level up the Sun Disc, I rally, and then I can kill them in the game on their turn.
The sun disk rises, and the cycle is complete.
And so Nasus will be enough. Their board has lost all their power to live. And now we get very nice. So Nasus scales well once he gets 1 or 2 kills. With the right build, you can use the Siphoning Strike to do tons of out-of-combat control, strike the units, kill them out, to reduce your cost of your cards down to 1, where he becomes really cheap and affordable to play. And I think he deserves better than the rap he has, but, you know, I can understand why people don't think he's as strong, because he's not as strong. Not being the best doesn't mean you're useless, but it does mean he's not the best. Alright, let's look at this last one and see what we can do. The player summons a Bandletree, useless, we don't look at that. Monkey Munitions, when the foe attacks, they summon a Flame Chompers, okay. Deadly, okay. Let's take a look at what we can play here. The Flame Chompers are mildly irksome, but let's go for a quick burn. I want to get to bed a little bit earlier tonight. So, MF, right. MF is all about summoning Powder Monkeys. She also draws a unit when she attacks. But then the big thing happens is her entire theme becomes, look at all the 1 costs I can play, and how powerful they are. Her 4-star gives them +2/+2. And then if you are running her Shock and Awe Relic, which we covered a little bit earlier, the main goal is to get to 1-cost units on the field, deal 1 damage to the enemy when you attack. Running Pack Powder and Swain's Raven Army, I can even get her MF down to 1 power if she's on the first turn. So why are we doing all this? Right here, Guns Blazing. While in combat, your spells and skills deal 4 extra damage. So this makes MF a premium rush the enemy down kind of unit. Except instead of it relying on just big units, she has big spells too. So we are going to go ahead and try to rush down the enemy utterly as fast as we can. In fact, I'm going to even roll once to see if I can find like a power increase. A Sparring Student is a 1-cost unit, so we will take that. With this build, we just become a 1-cost machine. We summon as many as we can. We attack the Nexus directly as quickly as possible with as many units as possible. And hopefully we just kill their Nexus. In fact, it looks like we're going to win this battle potentially on the first turn. Here's hoping it continues to look that way, because it's looking like yes. Yep, okay. Unless they have a control spell, it's over. Yep. There it goes. They're such a lovely unit, lovely turn. I'm glad they enjoyed it, but here's all the spells before they even attack the Nexus. We dealt 40 damage. And thus you see the MF 6-star intended combo. Rush the enemy down and 1-tap their Nexus as quickly as possible. It becomes insane to watch her do this. I love this though. I like Dust Up Diplomacy. I'm gonna keep it. So we're looking for a 1-cost here. Whatever else we see is not as important. Does she have a way to be cheaper? No. 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 So we're gonna reroll. Oh boy, we got, oh boy, Legion Saboteur with Farsight Alteration. Very nice, we'll go with this. Draven's a good boy. Alright. Now, I can pick a champion spell or a champion item, but because I see the power down here, I'm going for the Dawn Speakers because I'm greedy. Alrighty. Now we're on to the battle. We got Dust of Diplomacy already, which is nice. We did not draw the best starting hand, frankly, but we'll work around it. Never mind. I forget we get that one guaranteed. So go ahead and draw the Saboteur. If you remembered last battle, you may have already noticed it's already too late. They've already lost because I've got enough units on the board to deal 40 damage. 40 damage beyond their Nexus. 40 damage total, well, even if they've blocked every unit. Because watch, they're going to be at -10 by the time this is over. -15, maybe. -10. But, you know, that was a nice encounter they had. It'd be a shame if somebody were to completely destroy them super quickly. This is MF strength. You just get as many one costs as you can. You summon them, ram your skills into their throat, and then you end the game on the first turn. And if you don't do that, you end the game on the third turn. I would love this, but that's too much. Last Breath Rally for MF is going to be good. I'm not afraid of Smooth Soloist. I think I'm going to be able to blast this Nexus down. So we're going to go ahead and end it as quickly as possible using all the power that we just got. Alright. We have a pretty good shot at MF now, so we'll go ahead and mulligan 3. Ooh, wow, this is a really rough... Oh, wow. What a rough start on this first hand. It got better at the end, though.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
Okay.
Explosives prime.
Nothing like the stink of blood and sweat.
We'll go ahead and kill their unit. And did we just win?
Got us covered.
Yes, sir, we did. Very nice. MF will destroy people if they have 40 or less HP. Like 30 is the real like threshold of like minimum damage with what we got already. But it's likely that I see 40. Oh, the blades. I forget if the blades count or not. Might as well find out. Okay guys, our new sub goal in here is to play that champion at least once. Summon 2 powder kegs to deal more damage is great. A rekindler, yeah, sure, we'll take a revive. It never is the end of the world. We'll go ahead and cut a card. I don't think I need Whirling Death. We're not even getting to the point where we're hitting the Nexus. Alright, Karma was unique in that she gives you that 10 mana, so you can keep a really expensive hand, or in my case, I'm still going to keep a cheap hand because I don't really win. Yes, yes, very scary. Karma, yes, indeed. Will be fun. Okay, I got everything I need.
Hey there, little one.
Let's see. I have a Draven, so let's go ahead and summon him. With the spinning axe, I can actually attack and get the value out of her twice. Oh, and MF also. Oh wow, I forgot you didn't even have to be on the board. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and play Make It Rain. Nice. Now their units die. Very nice. My Draven dies, but that's fine. We summon the Legion Saboteur, we summon the Jagged Butcher, and we end the game because they don't have enough HP to block all this damage. GG!
By force of will.
Well, you know what they say about Karma. She always gets back.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.
Alright. So, we're already halfway through. In case you guys are keeping timing, this is less than 10 minutes. MF really does exceed it going fast, and I don't want to change that. So let's keep rushing down, shall we? Let's see. Adaptation. Sounds good. Go with that. Poros is a 1-cost unit, so I'm very happy to see that. Having a free 1-cost unit every turn is going to really push us over the edge into overly powerful. So, let's see. Okay, since we're going to draw 1 guaranteed, I might as well mulligan it. There we go. Got 2 cards I didn't want, but you know what? It's okay.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
Alright. And then the Saboteur.
Explosive pride.
They've already played all their units. We don't need the Vandal Tree. Vandal Tree is dumb and stupid.
Hey there, little one.
And we end the game. GG.
Captain's orders. Bullet to
Bam, bam, bam.
Love you.
That way they don't even get to lifesteal their Nexus because it's already dead.
That's why I'm the captain.
Nice. So, MF is really strong. Miss Fortune, you can even run her in the 5.5 and 6.5 and she'll do this there too. Most of the battles don't have enough power until the end. I'm actually going to take this card so I can show you something cool with it. Otherwise I would have taken that Crackshot Corsair in a heartbeat. I love free Poros. I'll take them. Jagged Butcher with free power. That'll be nice. Sure, I'll take that. Honored Lord champion item or champion item? I think I'm going to go with champion item. So the Dauntless Vanguard, they love to kill your units. We have to keep an eye out on that. So playing MF first may be the right play. It may also be the wrong play. So we gotta kind of suss out what we want to do here. I think I want to play the Legion Saboteur first, and if they end up playing something silly, that's fine. Oh wow, it even gave me a 1-cost. That is hilarious. Oh well.
No
Legion
one's
Saboteur.
the wiser.
Really? Okay. Now they're gonna have an idea.
Hey
I
there,
knew it.
little one.
That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and block this as well. Play that as well. And GG.
Fresh out of mercy.
Love you.
And that is that round. Very nice. Even got to full swing.
That's why I'm the captain.
Yes. If you didn't have Shock and Awe, with MF you have a couple other options. Even with her 6-star, stuff like Grand General's Counterplan becomes better if you don't have that. And I don't think it's bad. It's just I think I really prefer the Shock and Awe version. But you can make her a spell slinger just as well. When we had the the Rogues of Runeterra, and you started with 3 extra mana, it was actually valuable for MF to become a spell slinger. So she could actually run like Chemtech Duplicator and Grand General's Counterplan, and then just every turn blast the enemy with a powerful Make It Rain. So she works well as a spell slinger too. This is just the skill side of things. But you can always run her on the very much like sorcery kind of stuff. So keep an eye out for those kinds of options on her too. They work for her. Go ahead, eat me. Eat me! Eat me! Did you not eat me?
Powder monkeys.
Okay. I believe that's game. Yes, sir. And just like that, MF destroys this adventure, which is what she does best. Blitz the enemy with tons of 1-costs, dealing tons of damage. The trick I couldn't show you because I didn't have time is you see Warning Shot. It has 1 damage. If you get in combat to do 5 damage, you know, sometimes you don't want to go into combat, but what you can do is prepare a combat where you drag a unit onto the board, then you use the Warning Shot, so it does the 5 damage, then you drag the unit back into like your bench, and then you get the benefit of the 6-star without necessarily needing to play it. I got my last glory for the month. Excellent, just in time. We had 3 days left. Oh, and I get a Portal Warrior quest for finishing 3 weeklies. 20 Soraka's. I will take that. I thought I'd already finished that mission. I guess not. Yeah, I did finish that. And I did finish that. Strange. Oh well. Alright. So, that was this week's weekly batch. I'd like to thank everybody who came over today. I am going to once again send you guys to Nozoric because he was a real nice guy last time. I would like everybody to send your best, and I will see you guys next week. And next week is going to be the last week that we have before we get the next event. So we may talk about what we can think of, what kind of regions we might think it could be. And I look forward to seeing everybody. So have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you guys next time. And goodbye.